Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So the video I'm going to do today is going to be something a little bit different. It's normally my videos I focus heavily on our eye makeup and having like really good eye makeup, and I don't really do much with the skin. So today I'm going to actually going to be reversing those roles, and I'm going to focus more on the skin and less on the eye makeup, I guess. So if you would like to see what I eventually end up with, then guys, please keep on watching.
So first I'm going to be priming my skin using the Baby Skin primer from Maybelline, and I'll just, like as usual, rub it all over my skin. I actually put a bit too much on here. And then next I'm going to take the L.A Girl Luminous Glow Skin Illuminator in the shade Sunlit and just put some of that all over my skin. Now this is the first time using it, and I think it's really nice. It gives the skin such a nice glow. I just kind of put on a bit too much here, so that's why I'm looking like the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz. But the stuff is actually really nice and it works really well with oily skin, so I'm quite impressed with that. Next I'm going to take the L'Oreal Infallible color corrector palette. Now this is also new, and I'm just taking that yellow shade from the palette to color correct my under eyes, and then the orange to correct the pigmentation part. The stuff is super creamy and the coverage is amazing. It blends out really nicely and it gives you just that slight correction. It's not as intense as the LA Girl color correctors, but I just really love this, and that yellow, specifically that yellow shade, it is amazing. So then next, just to counteract the redness, I'm going in with the LA Girl green concealer just to sort out my redness, and I'm blending all of that away with my damp Real Techniques blending sponge. Popping on some Libella for them dry ass lips. So next we are moving on to foundation. So here I've got the L'Oreal Infallible Stick Foundation in the shade 200 and the shade 210. Now I bought 210 before I even tried out the foundation. I thought 200 was going to be too light for me, but it actually is a pretty good match. So yeah, this foundation stick is incredibly creamy. It goes on really well to the skin. Okay, now here you can see me add 210. I mean, it's such a big jump between the colors, but you know, we'll make it work. So I'm just blending all of that away with my Real Techniques brush. Can you see how nicely this foundation blends away? And the coverage is amazing as well. I really like, I highly recommend this foundation. In all honesty, it is beautiful. The coverage is amazing and it works spectacular with oily skin. So here I'm just doing my second layer with the blending sponge. I don't have words for this foundation. It is amazing and I just love it. So now for concealer, I'm just taking the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade 20, and I'm just going to highlight the usual spots. This foundation, to go back to the foundation, guys, it is fantastic and it's 130 Rand at Dischem. You just cannot go wrong. The only downside is that they only have, I think it's 12 shades, which sucks. So back to what we're doing here. I'm just blending away that concealer under my eyes just to brighten everything up. But if you are close to my skin tone, then 200 will be perfect for you. Now I'm just taking the the Wet n Wild concealers just for extra coverage and just to highlight just a tad bit more. I was feeling a bit extra this day, and yeah, just gonna blend it out afterwards. I'm actually going to take that dark brown shade from the L'Oreal Infallible color corrector palette to contour with. So I'm just placing that on my contour areas. I won't ever use that shade as a corrector, so I mean, might as well try and contour with it. So I've also placed it on my nose to try and see if that works out. So I'm just blending everything away. I actually really like the way that color corrector sort of works as a contour shade. It's not too harsh and it's very creamy and it blends out very nicely. So I'm just going to set that into place with my Bahama Mama bronzer from the Balm, and I really like the way that turned out. So to set the rest of the face, I'm just going to be using my good old trusty RCMA no color powder. Guys, I really love this powder. If you don't get it, you need it. Like, I love it. So I'm just going to bake with that, and I've just done my eyebrows off camera, and now I'm going to be dusting away that powder. For all of you who have hairy faces like me, does powder also get caught in your little face hairs? It's quite sad actually. Now I'm just going to set the rest of my face with the Wet n Wild pressed powder, mineralized powder. I don't know what powder, that powder. Just for some extra bronzy, I'm taking the Balm Desert bronzer, and I'm also just adding a little bit more bronziness, as well as setting the nose contour with that shade. Swapping to my sponge, I'm just like dabbing this all over my face just to soften it up a little bit more. Now for highlighter, I'm going to be using my Merry Luminizer. Guys, I just love this. I don't know what I'm going to do when I run out. Honestly, I don't. So I'm just highlighting my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, and then I'm swapping to the Balm Jovi palette and taking the highlighter from there, because that is also absolutely beautiful on tan skin tones. So I'm just layering that on the same spots that I put the Merry Luminizer. Then same procedure as always, dab dab dab, just to tone everything down. From the same Balm Jovi palette, I'm just taking the blusher shade and applying some blush. I don't really use blush. This was just an exception. I feel like I look like a clown with blush on. Righty, now to set all that into place, I'm using my Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray and just spraying that on my face, then dabbing that all into my skin with my blending sponge. I was going a bit crazy with the spray since there's a shortage in the country and nobody seems to have stock of another one. So now that that's done, I'm going to start with my eyes. So I'm just putting some concealer on as a eye primer. Then taking the Meet Match Mini palette, I'm using the lightest shade just to set that into place. Now moving on to eyeshadow, I'm just using my NYX Ultimate Basics. Oh no, this is just NYX Ultimate something palette, and I'm just going to be doing my eyes with that palette. I'm trying to keep it very simple, very like neutral. I wanted the focus to be more on the skin, since it's the skin products that are new. So that's why I've kept the eyes pretty simple, and I've sort of like just skipped through this eye part as well. It's just very basic, and I also put a lot of emphasis on the eyeliner, and I try to smoke out the eyeliner as well, just to give sort of like a nicer look to the eyes. Now I'm going to be tightlining. This is the L'Oreal Infallible eyeliner. This is actually so amazing, guys. I prefer it more than the Urban Decay Perversion eyeliner. And the mascara is also L'Oreal. I got both of those things as part of a gift set, so I really love both of them actually. Now for lashes, I'm going to be using the Luxe lashes in the style Spice with my duo glue, and I'm adding more highlighter, guys. So this is MAC Soft and Gentle. I don't know what I was thinking. So for lips, I'm going to be lining with Urban Decay lip liner in the shade Liar, and I'm just like slapping that on there. For lipstick, I'm going to be using the liquid lipstick from the Balm, and this is in the shade Sincere. I really love the Balm lipsticks. I wasn't quite happy with that, so then I went over top with the Colourpop liquid lipstick in the shade Chili Chili, and I've just sort of like amalgamated the two. And that's the finished lip combination, guys. This is the finished look. So yeah, I hope you like it, and thanks for watching, guys. Till next time, bye.